RuffMeal commercial, take 52.
Are you feeling hungry for lunch? Then Ruff's got a hunch what you're wanting. One little nibble will show your old kibble will have to go. So order your RuffMeal today. It comes with a handle 'cause it's heavy. The RuffMeal's the best in the world. The RuffMeal's great, it's really great, so buy the RuffMeal. Yeah! That commercial was gold, solid gold. Well, okay, it did seem to be missing a little pop. You know, a little zing. Chet? Sorry, buddy, your kazoo just isn't cutting it. The problem is the RuffMeal itself. But Blossom, look at all the exciting packaging. In fact, I think I'll have a RuffMeal right now. Just as soon as I can get through this wrapper and this one. Okay, where's the food?
Life was missing its mystique. My squeaky toys had lost their squeak. And then, out of the blue, I saw the phone, and bam! My destiny was calling me. Pitched my vision for a show. They loved it, thought I was a pro. They got my contract back to fine. To their alarm, a dog had signed. Oh, I like that name. I didn't wait to renovate. Found 6 contestants, all were great. And now I'm on the road to fame. I've got a game show, and its name is... It's very catchy. It rolls off the tongue.
Jed probably should have stuck with the bicycle.
And here come the contestants now.
She said I was good at mimicking people. Wait a minute, that was her mimicking me. Anthony! He might be embarrassed to hug his parents in public, but would he be embarrassed to mime on national television? Isaac! His favorite juice? Grapefruit. Sterling! She says she blushes a lot when she feels self-conscious. Liza! His favorite dessert is ice cream sundaes. Brian! She tried to train her neighbor's cats. It didn't go well. Are we surprised? Talia! Let's get an update on the scores. Tied for 4th with 35 points is Brian and Sterling. Bethany in 3rd place with 60 points. Liza and Talia tied for 2nd with 80 points. And Isaac in 1st with 85 points. Hello, Fetchers!
Hey!
Well, today's episode is definitely going to be luncherific.
Luncherific?
3 of you are going to help launch my new lunch in a box. It is called, are you ready for it? The RuffMeal.
Oh!
Delicious. In fact, lucky contestants, it's nothing less than challenge number 1.
Yeah!
Isaac, Sterling, and Talia. Over to your left is a big box of RuffMeals that Tank put in the red wagon early this morning. Now, don't worry, the packaging ensures the RuffMeal can last 50 years without spoilage. This is Rolando. He's a master chef at the renowned Johnson & Wales Cooking School. Your job, contestants, will be to record all the huge compliments Rolando makes about the RuffMeal, because then I can use those comments in my advertising. Your instructions are in the mailbox, so go fetch!
Bye, guys. Bye. Go fetch you guys.
Careful with that, careful. Now then, fetchers, getting master chefs excited about the RuffMeal is only one challenge. Who else do we need to get excited? The entire population of America!
Yeah!
And thus, challenge number 2. Bethany, my RuffMeal commercial is nothing without a good jingle. Everything you need to know is in that mailbox, so go fetch!
Yeah, Bethany. I'm going alone today. What's up?
That is a very important stick. Do not lose it. Trust me, you'll find out when you get there. Is she gone? Bethany doesn't know this, but she's gonna be working on the RuffMeal jingle with Keith Lockhart, the conductor of the Boston Pops. Woo! And as determined by the Fetch 3000, Brian and Liza have stayed behind in the studio today, but they'll be eligible to win points during the halftime quiz show. And for Brian and Liza, not only will they receive free RuffMeals, but with every RuffMeal, the Fetch Fairness Guarantee, which states all the contestants will have competed for the same number of points by the grand finale. So, for the 4 contestants out on the challenges, up to 100 points are at stake and the triumph tally. So let's get on the old monitor and have some lunch.
Hello, yes I am. What do we have here?
So we have some Ruff Meals.
Okay.
Courtesy of Ruff Ruffman.
The RuffMeal.
It's a big package. Let's open it up. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Look at how perfectly wrapped they are. RuffMeals are awesome.
Turkey, ham.
The RuffMeal is for the gang on the go. You open it, you eat it, and you throw it away. What could be better?
Look at that.
This is like a packaged lunch, turkey sandwich, fruit juice.
Cheese and crackers. Strawberry cereal. Oh, banana.
How many people do you think this meal is for?
1.
Let's look at packaging. What do we have? Aluminum, right?
Plastic. Paper. Styrofoam. Peanuts.
Yep, got your styrofoam peanuts and your peanuts.
Yeah, I know.
Everything is individually
Tinfoil.
wrapped with plastic or some sort of material.
But it's to protect it. If you will please notice that nothing broke.
Do we need all this packaging?
No.
It's not very healthy for the earth. Okay, so we need to think about that.
There's Keith, the famous conductor.
Trombone, French horn, trumpet. I know my instruments. And here comes Bethany.
Bethany, how are you? Welcome to Tanglewood.
You must be Keith.
I am Keith.
From the 4th of July.
That's the one. I'm a conductor.
Not a conductor, the conductor of the Boston Pops. Hello, super awesome.
Your challenge today is to learn how to be a conductor. Now, what is this?
It's a stick.
That is an official fetch with Ruff Ruffman stick, my friend. You can use it for conducting, or you can carry it around in your mouth.
Ruff is right. We do use a stick when we're a conductor, but this is a slightly fancier stick. It's called a baton, and baton is the French word for stick.
Baton means stick, and I gave her a stick. Just, it's a little more sticky.
What would happen to an orchestra if there was no conductor?
The job is a lot like 2 other jobs you might know more about. One of them is the coach of a sports team. You could have really talented athletes all over the field. But if you don't have one person saying, I think this is the play we should run, then it's a disaster, right?
The last thing you need is like, your French horn player. He cuts right, you're throwing left. Next thing you know, the oboe is taking the ball back the other way and scoring a touchdown.
Or a director of a play. You could have great actors and actresses on the stage, but if nobody was saying, this is what this means, you should be turning and dealing with him, looking at it from the outside, then the play would make no sense.
So a conductor's kind of like a director.
Quiet on the set, please. I need more energy from you, Blossom. And action. Action.
Banana it's from Costa Rica.
Why is it bad if it's from Costa Rica?
Because it had to be shipped. They had to ship it all the way here, which burns gas, which is fossil fuels, which also emits CO2 in the air.
We can get some of our food from far away, but we just don't want to get the bulk of our food from far away.
Right.
Because when we burn fossil fuels, it contributes to global warming.
Some food has to come from a faraway place, right?
Yeah, because of the climate. In New England, we can't grow citrus fruits, so we have to get it from Florida. And we're going to pull out a map so we can really look at this.
The USA.
Let's grab the raisins.
It's California seedless raisins.
The raisins are coming from the San Joaquin Valley. This region produces about 1/3 of the produce in America.
Let's see the cheese.
Cheese regions are
Wisconsin,
and then Vermont is another one.
Yeah.
The pineapple.
The majority of our pineapple comes from Hawaii.
This one's made in China.
Yeah, that's about as far away as you can get to this country, so it takes a tremendous amount of fuel to get that. So that's probably not a very good green product.
Green? Of course my meal isn't green. Look, banana, yellow, sandwich bread, white. Green means good for the environment. Oh, okay.
So we want to reduce the packaging and minimize the energy that it takes to produce the food.
Right.
So we're keeping us healthy while keeping the environment healthy.
Yeah, it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Since you're a chef, where do you get all of your cooking ingredients from?
The foods that I prepare in my fine dining restaurants are focused on local, fresh ingredients because they're at the peak of freshness and they always taste better.
Local, fresh ingredients are good for the environment and they taste better. Well, my rough meals taste good.
Sort of.
All musicians in the orchestra interpret the music, so eventually somebody has to say, I think this is how fast is in this piece. I think this is how slow this is. And that's my job.
None of them were looking at you. How did they know what you were doing?
Well, let me tell you how important it is that they look at me. Ready? Everybody close your eyes.
Huh? What? Hey, I don't hear anything. Wait a minute, they're not playing. Wow, they really need a conductor. Without him, they wouldn't even know when to start.
What musicians do is they use what's called peripheral vision. You know how you can see your hand over here? They have to watch the music. You see how many notes they have to play in this piece? They look at the music and they look over the top of their stand and they see the gestures. And it's my job to make the gestures clear enough so they don't have to take their eyes off the music and look at me like that.
Okay, I'm using my peripheral vision to avoid walking into the Barker Lounger. Whoa, Chet! Oh, man, I didn't see
Hold the baton in your right hand. Keep your arm nice and relaxed, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you to imagine kind of a funny thing. An invisible table right here. Now, your baton rests on top of that until it's ready to go. Now, you might ask, how do they know how to start at exactly the same time? It takes this amount of time to go to the top and the same amount of time to go back. So when it comes to the top and starts to turn around, they say, oh, I've got exactly that much time till I play.
Oh, okay.
Okay? If I take the hand away, let's have you try this.
Maestro, if you please.
See?
Bravo! Bravo! A beautifully conducted note.
Hello?
Hello, fetchers. Hello, Chef Rolando. I bow in your presence.
Well, Ruff, I will not endorse these packaged meals.
You won't? Why not?
We can produce a meal for 50 people on less waste than what we have in these 2-box lunches.
Oh, you can you? 50 people. Well, I just happen to have 50 kids at the Boys and Girls Club who are waiting to test out my new Ruff Meals.
No, that's not good. That's not good.
Fetchers, you must make Ruff Meals that create less waste, use local, fresh ingredients, and still measure up to the Ruff Ruffman high standards of deliciousness. So go fetch a better meal.
We have to make it out of the foods that he had because those are gross.
Yeah.
We could probably find similar foods that are a lot healthier and a lot more local.
Where would we go to get those foods?
What are those open air markets where there's like tents?
Are you talking about a farmer's market?
I don't know, yeah?
But before we get our ingredients, let's find out how much waste we have here in these boxes.
Okay.
14 pounds.
It's like 14, yeah.
It's like 7 pounds per meal.
Huh, maybe I did overpackage them.
So do you think we can beat that?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think we can beat that.
Let's go. Okay.
And as they go to the farmer's market, we will go to Studio G, where Brian and Liza can earn some points of their own in the halftime quiz show.
Oh, yeah.
Let's brush up on the rules. 50 points are available. You have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. 10 questions available at 5 points apiece. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Then let the quiz begin.
All right.
Name 2 reasons that my Ruff Meals weren't environmentally friendly.
They had way too much like styrofoam and stuff, and then they also oh, they were from different states,
Yeah,
so it took more time to get CO2.
Correct. Why is it bad for the environment to get most of our food from faraway places?
Because it emits CO2 in the air when you bring it over from ships and planes and such.
Yes, yes, yes. Name 2 jobs that being a conductor is similar to.
Being a director on stage and being a what is it? Skip.
Okay, where do the raisins in the Ruff Meal come from?
New York. California. They were seedless Californian raisins.
Yes. How much waste did my 2 Ruff Meals produce?
14 pounds.
Yes. What does baton mean in French?
Stick.
Good. Talia, Isaac, and Sterling have to produce a meal for how many people?
50.
Yes. Where did Talia, Isaac, and Sterling go to get ingredients for their lunch?
The farmer's market.
Right. Name a kind of horn in the orchestra.
French?
The French horn. Yes. Oh, we are out of time. And the Fetch 3000 says 8 out of 10. 40 points. Okay, let's go over the one you got wrong. Name 2 jobs that being a conductor is similar to. You got director of a play, and we were looking for sports coach. Oh! So, will Bethany get a handle on conducting, or is she ready to pass the baton? Let's find out.
All right.
Music is divided into regular intervals of time that we call bars or measures, okay? Now, a march is in 2. There are 2 beats in every one of those measures. Why is a march in 2?
Because you have 2 feet.
Yes! You're about the first person who's ever gotten that question right the first time.
What if you have 4 feet? Say, Chet, do you even have feet?
1, 2, 1, 2. So we need to come up with 2 different directions for our beats in each bar. So they always know which one is the first beat and which one is the second beat. Because when I'm conducting in 2, you'll see, here's my first beat. And then it kind of skips out to the side, and my second beat hits the table again. Your first beat goes this way, and your second beat goes that way.
Oh, she's doing it. Bethany is conducting. Wait a minute.
Oh, dear.
Bethany.
Oh, my.
Well, you got a lot of stuff right, but it's a hard thing to learn to do in an hour.
Okay, Bethany needs a little practice. All right, now I'll give it a whirl. And I need practice, too.
Here we are at the farmer's market. We need to see what we have first before we come up with a menu. That's the best way to do it. One thing that we always keep in mind when we're producing a local, fresh menu is that we want to keep it simple and let the flavors and the ingredients speak for themselves. I got 2 students from the Green Collaborative at Johnson & Wales, Catherine and Stacy, and they're here to help.
Hey guys, look what Ruff gave us. It's some reusable bags for the produce at the market.
And some money to buy lunch with.
A little green so we can go green.
All right, here we have the bread, some lettuces. Do you guys have any ideas for these, for the menu?
Maybe some like sandwiches with lettuce.
So how long ago was this stuff picked?
We picked some earlier today, this morning.
Nice, fresh local ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We grow our garlic on our farm. It's about 70 miles away. We actually make 6 different varieties of pesto with our garlic.
We could use some like bread, right?
Yeah, bread.
Like a sandwich.
Yeah.
None of the stuff is packaged, so it doesn't eat waste.
There's no packaging, right?
Yeah.
These are natural products, and it's very, very healthy for you.
To make chocolate.
Ah, look at that. That guy's selling chocolate from his bike. Like a choco-sickle.
This is a bicycle, and that's how you transport all of this?
This is how I came from my factory.
Well, that's a bicycle? I didn't even see that.
It's like really good for the environment because instead of using a car, you like ride a bike, so it doesn't emit fossil fuels and stuff.
Cool bike. Too bad dogs can't eat chocolate.
What do you guys think about a menu? You have any ideas?
Yes, the menu. Ooh, can we have that candy that fizzles in your mouth? Now?
Could we make like a pesto sandwich? Because it's really fast. You just spread the pesto on.
We're going to start out with a soup, all right? We're going to make the soup out of berries and rhubarb.
Berry soup?
Okay? Yeah. And then we're going to finish it off with a sandwich made with a pesto mayonnaise, beautiful sliced heirloom tomatoes, and fresh mozzarella cheese.
Oh, you have me at mozzarella.
Now, another thing conductors have to show is dynamics. Dynamics are how loud or soft something is.
Wait a minute. You can increase the volume while they're even playing.
Let's put together what we've learned so far, okay? You think you can do this?
So am I going to be speeding them up and slowing them down?
You can do whatever you want. You're the conductor. 1, 2, 3, up.
Hey, Bethany's actually getting this. When Bethany's hand goes higher, the band plays louder. And when it goes lower, they play softer. But she's maintaining the same tempo.
Get ready to stop. We're almost done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
That was awesome. You did great, Bethany.
My arms are tired. It was harder than it looks.
Most things are.
When I watch.
Let me give Keith a call.
A second. Hello?
Hey, Keith, it's Ruff.
Ruff, how you doing?
So, what do you think? Is she ready for the next challenge?
Yeah, I think she's ready.
Okay, I'll see you on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the next guest conductor of the Boston Pops.
Yup, the next guest conductor of the Boston Pops.
Check it out. Gotta have the appropriate wardrobe.
Wow. I'm getting nervous.
You'll be great.
I need to sit down.
Okay, we have 30 minutes to produce this meal. Ruff sent these over. I have hairnets.
Looks like Isaac made it a nose day.
And I have aprons. What I want you guys to be mindful of is that we need to have 3 piles of waste, recycled products, trash that's going to go into the landfill, the things that we can't recycle. And we also have just compostable products. All right, so you're making the soup. You 2 are making the sandwiches.
First, we wash our hands, then we start cooking. Okay, we've got 30 minutes to make a healthy lunch for 50 kids.
Raspberry.
Hurry.
Sure.
Don't spill any of the fruit, guys. Get it in there in the blender.
Let's go. We have like 0 time.
This is fresh mozzarella.
I got 7 slices out of it.
We have 5 minutes until we have 50 mouths to feed. So fetchers, hurry!
Okay, we have the cheese and tomatoes and bread.
We have soup.
That looks beautiful.
These are very different from my rough meals.
Okay, guys, these were made from recycled materials.
Time's up!
And here we go.
Okay.
There are the sandwiches.
I'll get the soup.
There's the soup.
Oh, no. Oh man, there are the kids!
Oh! Hello, beloved fans of my program.
Hi, guys.
We got plates.
Here you go.
You're welcome. This is a totally organic, healthy fruit soup.
This tastes really good. It's very good. Delicious. Woo!
This is like the best thing ever. We would bring some back to you, Ruff, but they kind of ate it all.
What? No soup for me? Oh, can you save me a sandwich at least?
Are you ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay, I got 3 things for you to remember, okay? Number 1, keep the rhythm with your body. Number 2, make your gestures really clear and consistent. And number 3, have fun. We'll see you out there, okay?
Okay.
That's right! Have fun!
I'm just waiting to get a chance to go out on the stage, and I'm actually really excited. I get to conduct the Boston Pops.
This is Bethany.
Look at them cheering her on. Oh my, Bethany is going to conduct. Blossom, hold my hand. Wow, listen to that entire orchestra! That sounds so good! Oh! Oh! Bravo! Bravo! Somebody throw her a flower! Somebody doing a bow! Oh, I love it! Great job, Bethany! See you back in Studio G!
We have to weigh the trash, the waste that we made, and we have to compare to Ruff's meal that he made earlier. We're dealing with compostable spoons and bowls and plates, so that's gonna all go in the compost pile.
Wait, what's he mean, compostable? Compost is material that breaks down and becomes part of the soil. Wait, so those plates can eventually feed plants? Ah, that's pretty cool. No need to thank me. Just keep watching the show.
This is our waste.
We got recyclables.
I think these are compostables.
And then those are just waste.
Wait a minute. The only stuff that's not recyclable or compostable are those lids? That's the only waste they have?
Even though we used paper plates, which took energy to make, we can put them back into the environment.
Excellent. Let's weigh our waste.
Look at it.
It's actually about not even a half an ounce.
Less than half an ounce? For 50 kids? I had 14 pounds for 2 kids.
You won the challenge.
Yes!
Good job, fetchers! 50 lunches in the bag. And you didn't even use bags.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
See you back to Studio G, Ruff.
Head on back to Studio G. Nicely done. Let's welcome back our contestants. These hard-working foodies weren't just noodling around. They're Talia Sterling and Isaac.
Hey, guys.
And who just conducted the Pops? Bethany!
Hey.
Oh! Let me see that baton. Conduct me. I think it's time to give out some points.
Yeah.
Tally time. We start with Talia, Isaac, and Sterling.
Also, none of the stuff is packaged.
You chose your ingredients thoughtfully, then created a lunch for 50 while creating less waste than a rough meal for 1. For your successful efforts in making a sustainable lunch, 85 points.
Yeah, guys.
Good job. Bethany, not everyone goes out and conducts the Boston Pops, you know.
You know what they told me?
What was that?
I'm the first kid in history to get to conduct the Boston Pops. Ever.
That is awesome. You deserve to be the first kid conductor, and you know what that means? 80 points.
Yeah, Bethany.
But is that all the points a dog can give?
No.
Bethany, would you conduct me into the next sentence?
What time is it?
Bonus points!
Yes,
Today's 5 bonus points go to the contestant who had the game-making idea for where to buy the lunch ingredients.
What about one of those open-air markets where there's like tents?
Talia!
Yes.
With 90 points! You're today's daily winner!
Now, Talia, I have here 2 identical new improved Ruff Meals in biodegradable packaging. So which will it be? Ruff Meal A or Ruff Meal B?
B.
Okay, I'll go with B.
Your prize is now in the mailbox. Go get it!
It's an envelope. Something really good. Talia, you have won tickets to see the Boston Pops holiday show.
Yes!
Congratulations!
Thank you, Ruff.
Well, that is our show. Until next time, I'm Ruff Ruffman. See you, Fetchers! Ooh, it's from the Boston Pops. Dear Mr. Ruffman, you may not use our rendition of Stars and Stripes Forever for your Ruff Meal jingle. We got a better offer from Hairball, the new cat grooming show. That leaves me back with Chad. Oh, you got a saxophone now? Okay, well, I've watched Bethany, so I think I can conduct this thing. Wait, Chad, follow the baton. Chad? Oh, well. Ruff mealy doo bitty doo doo wow. Let's pack a jing a doo doo shaddly doo ba da ba doo doo. Yeah!
Stop, scoodly bop, skip, skip, skibby dooby dop, choppy dooby dop, bap, bap, bip, bap, bip, bap, bap, boop,